What up, Coaster Fanatics? This is Theme Park Lunatic Fringe here, and I'm feeling a whole lot better. So I'll be counting down my top 6 roller coasters at Darien Lake. And this is a very underrated family amusement park. It doesn't have very much roller coasters, but still, it sounds like a very interesting park to place. To visit. It's a very interesting park to visit if you're new to amusement parks. So let's get this sucker beginning. Coming in at number 6 is the dreaded Vekoma SLC Mind Eraser. You know everyone doesn't like these rides. They are painful. I know the layout looks interesting, but guess what? I've been on so many Vekoma SLCs, and guess what? They stink. They are absolutely rough. And I've seen a few coaster countdowns about Darien Lake, and they've been giving Mind Eraser a little too much credit. But I respect your opinions. I respect your all opinions. But still, I think Mind Eraser, I think all these Vekoma SLCs are horrible. They are still a huge abomination towards roller coasters. I don't think it's as bad as the one at Six Flags America, but I still find Vekoma SLCs to be very painful. So I don't recommend riding these again. Number 5 is the Moto Coaster, the Zamperla Launch Coaster. It is 44 feet tall, 38 miles per hour, 1,198 feet of track, and it's just a family launch coaster. This ride it's probably nothing really special because it's basically a family ride, but it's pretty cool where you're on like a motorbike seat. It's where you're like on a motorcycle while riding, which is really cool. It's a whole lot smoother than Mind Eraser, and it's kind of predictable that it's a family ride, and I know it's going to be in the lower spots. At number 4 is Den Incorporating Wooden Coaster Predator. This roller coaster has been getting mixed emotions. I find this ride to be a little bit rough. Sure, this ride has decent airtime. I do really enjoy the airtime. I'm not talking about like the Voyage type of airtime, but still, it's a okay-ish roller coaster. I know they might need to like retrack a few. I would like them to like retrack with a different manufacturer like GCI. But it would be kind of sad if they take it out as an RMC. But still, I'm actually been wanting to have this retracked as like a GCI or any other type of thing. At number 3 is the Vekoma Boomerang, also known as Boomerang. This is 116.5 feet tall, 935 feet of track, 47 miles per hour, though it feels like 60 when you're going down, but still. It has just about 3 inversions, and then they have an extra 3 going backwards, which has a total of 6. And this is your typical Vekoma Boomerang. And I got on this ride. I actually didn't think it was too bad. I actually thought this was one of the smoother Vekoma Boomerangs in my opinion. The color scheme is pretty good, and the restraints are this old, boring aerodynamic restraints. Still, I actually still find this ride to be quite enjoyable. Number 2 is the aerodynamic custom looping coaster Viper, and I was really surprised with this ride because it's 121 feet tall, though the drop is relatively small. 75-foot drop, 3,100 feet of track, goes 50 miles per hour, and it has 5 amazing inversions. They have a vertical loop, and then they have a bat wing, and then they have a double corkscrew. I actually find this to be one of the best aerodynamic looping coasters. Though I found a few others say that it is rough. I respect your opinions. Still, I find this ride to be quite enjoyable with a lot of fantastic inversions, and I find the tunnel at the end very clever. So, very good layout. And did you know that this used to have like a green color scheme, but then it turned back to being a black color scheme? And at number 1, without any surprise, is Ride of Steel, the typical Intamin mega coaster located at Six Flags America. I find the one at Six Flags America more intense, but this ride is still phenomenal. It is 208 feet tall, 205-foot drop, 5,400 feet of track, 73 miles per hour, and sadly no inversions. But still, it doesn't really matter. This roller coaster is really intense. The airtime is fantastic. I do think it is a pretty long ride. It could have been better, but still, this is a glossy, smooth roller coaster. Any hypercoaster fans would recommend getting on this ride. Thank you so much for watching my coaster countdown. Please like, share, subscribe, and ride on, my fellow lunatics.